Let us start with how do we define a pure substance. Normally my experience is students answer the substance which doesn't have impurities is called as pure substance. What are impurities? That they do not know. Pure substance is one which is homogeneous in nature. The composition remains constant irrespective of the phase. Whether the phase is solid, liquid or gaseous, the composition of the constituents should remain same. Condensation takes place at constant temperature. Vaporization takes place at constant temperature. What does it mean? Condensation and vaporization, there is a change in phase. Temperature remains constant during change in phase. If things do not hold good, we don't use the term that it is impure substance. We will use the term it is not a pure substance. Let us take the example of few pure and not pure substances. Let us start with air. Air is homogeneous in nature. Does the composition remain constant all the times? First we should try to understand air comprises of what? The main constituents of air are oxygen and nitrogen, and then the traces of carbon dioxide, family of noble gases, and then moisture. To some extent, little bit of sulfur dioxide, traces of methane. And the family of noble gases will mean helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. All different types of the gases formed put together, we call it as dry air. And then moisture, we take it separately. Hence, air comprises of the mixture of dry air and vapors. Moisture is in the form of vapors. After listening so much, now try whether air is a pure substance or not. Raise your hands. The moisture content in the air keeps on changing. Three days back it was quite dry, moisture part was very little. When it rained, the moisture part present in the air started increasing. So the composition no longer remains constant, and hence air is not a pure substance. Now let us talk of a working substance with different phases. Water, ice and vapors. Vapors means the steam. It is all H2O, whether it is ice, water or steam. So the percentage composition remains constant irrespective of the phase. and they are homogeneous in nature. Hence, water H2O, that means ice, water, vapors, is a pure substance. When change in phase takes place from ice to water, the temperature remains constant. When there is a change in phase from water to vapors, temperature remains constant. When change in phase takes place from vapors to water, temperature remains constant, and same way from water to ice. So during change in phase, the temperature remains constant. So all these things hold good. Ammonia as solid, ammonia as liquid, ammonia as vapors. NH3, the chemical composition remains constant, temperatures remain constant, and hence is a pure substance. All the refrigerants which we are using these days, except for the latest refrigerants 400 series, they are not pure substances. The rest all which we have been using, they are pure refrigerants. क्या? ड्राई एयर इज ए प्योर सब्सटेंस. कई बार क्वेश्चन आता है, इज गैसियस एयर ए प्योर सब्सटेंस? यस, gaseous air is a pure substance. But the gaseous air or the dry air never exists. It is always associated with little amount of moisture, however small it may be. When air is dry, our skin will become perfectly dry. There will be parching effect on the skin and survival shall become a problem. In general, you must have observed, when the air is very dry, we have to use moisturizer. When air is with high quantity of the moisture, moisturizer is not required. For example, in peak summer, month of July, if there are no rains, atmosphere is very dry. In winter, in the month of December, if there are no rains, atmosphere is very dry. Where do you feel the immediate effect? The parching effect on the most delicate part of your body, that is the lips. Time and again, you are required to move your tongue around the lips. That means artificially you are trying to add moisture to it. Otherwise, you have to add a layer of the moisturizer. क्या is there? एयर जो है, जब हमने खाली एयर का नाम लेंगे, इसका मतलब ये क्या है, इट इज़ ए मिक्सचर ऑफ ड्राई एयर एंड वेपर्स एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ वेपर्स कीप ऑन चेंजिंग एंड हेंस मैंने मिटाया नहीं, एयर इज़ नॉट ए प्योर सब्सटेंस। देखिए ये सारी चीज़ें हैं, सारी चीज़ें सेटिस्फाई होनी चाहिए। एयर को मैंने बोला इट इज़ होमोजीनियस इन नेचर, ओके है, लेकिन दूसरी चीज़ सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रही, केमिकल कंपोजिशन शुड रिमेन सेम, विच इज़ नॉट ट्रू। मैडम तीन चीज़ें हैं, अब तीन चीज़ों में से एक भी चीज़ सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रही तो उस कैटेगरी में नहीं होगा वो। हाँ, विच एयर इज़ होमोजेनियस इन नेचर। पानी और तेल दे आर हेट्रोजेनियस, पानी और दूध होमोजेनियस हैं, एयर होमोजेनियस है। इसलिए मैं बार बार ये कह रहा था कि एयर होमोजेनियस तो है लेकिन उसकी केमिकल कंपोजिशन ठीक नहीं है, इसलिए एयर इज नॉट ए प्योर सब्सटेंस। देखने में होमोजीनियस का मतलब ये है कि यू कैन नॉट हैव द डिस्टिंक्शन विद द वेरियस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स। व्हेन यू आर हैविंग ऑयल एंड वाटर you can have a clear distinction, so it is heterogeneous, it is not homogeneous. I hope this part is all okay. Normally in your books ये दो चीज़ें